Yo, boys and girls, what's going on? It's Tom.
And it's Jamie. Welcome to the Chronicles of Podcast.
The Chronicles of Bloodstock 2023.
I'm Harry, I'm doing vocals for Embodiment.
I'm Sam, I play guitar for Embodiment.
Most importantly, though, how are you doing?
Good. We've been in the trenches this whole time, so a little bit flaggy now, playing on the Sunday is both an advantage and a disadvantage.
Yeah.
You get to be the last thing people see, but you're also one of the last ones on.
Yeah.
So we've been pacing ourselves, ready for this one, but yeah, it's been a fucking great weekend so far.
Really good week, really excellent weekend, some really great bands. Weather's not been too shit, so yeah, it's been a good time.
Apparently it might hold out now.
That would be nice.
Until Megadeth, so I think you'd be alright.
Ideal. Well, we're playing in a tent, so if it rains...
Well, that's what you kind of wanted, don't you?
Yeah, a little bit of rain for us, just to kind of help the crowd out.
So a little shit, it's not going to rain till 10 o'clock. I'm so sorry. Alright, yeah, I know. I hate to break it to you, but there's going to be no rain dance, so people are flooded anyway, regardless. So, so I'm assuming from what you've said, you've been here since Thursday?
Yes.
How has your Bloodstock been so far?
Amazing. So far, we've seen a bunch of great bands. We managed to see some of our friends' bands as well, and both headliners have blown me away.
Absolutely phenomenal. I think one of the things as well about playing the Sunday is you really kind of get in the mood for it,
Yeah.
Like you turn up on the Thursday, you see all these bands, and we just since Thursday, Friday, we've just been more and more excited to get up on there.
I want to play!
Yeah.
No!
Yeah, we watched Killswitch on Friday, and I came back and I was like, we need to go now, we need to play now. That was inspirational. Yeah.
They opened with my curse, what the fuck are they doing?
Oh, I know.
I think everybody just went. I think everybody literally as a crowd just literally orgasmed at the same time. I think everyone as a whole massgasm.
I knew they'd kill it as a headliner, but I didn't expect it to be a 10 out of 10, and I really do think that was a 10 out of 10 on Friday.
It really, really was.
Yeah.
So we should bring this back to you guys. That's what we're here for. So sorry. We do love you, Kills, which you were fantastic.
Adam D, if you're listening, come do something with us.
Yeah. And bring the piss jug man. I'm sure he'd love to be a part.
Beef balls.
Yeah. Just bring it all, Adam. Just the whole lot. I forgot where I was now. Yes.
About the band.
Yeah, I am a Bloodstock Festival, that's correct. It's this Earth. So are you excited for later? Are you excited for the set?
Very much.
Yeah?
So. Yeah.
Well, you've been staying, obviously you... But the thing is with the Sunday as well, it's sold out. It's the only sold out day. So that obviously must be fucking massive spirits as well.
Of course, it's purely down to us being on the
100%.
Yeah, it wasn't sold out, then they announced us, and then all of a sudden it happened.
Yeah, everyone, holy fucking body. Oh my god.
I mean, A equals B, right?
Yeah.
Correlation, causation.
Absolutely. But for a festival show, do you change the set list up accordingly compared to a gig? Because obviously gigs will obviously know who you are, but maybe some people here that won't know who you are, and let's just get all the fucking bangers out, boys.
So one of the things about this set is it's actually lined up with our 10th anniversary as a band well. So one of the things we did was take a look at the set list and be like, how can we sort of represent both of the albums we released, over that time?
Yeah. And
there's a couple in the set. There's one in the set that we've not played for a very long time, and Sam actually suggested it. So yeah, for this one, we did sort of curate it a little bit, and it's not just the song choices, but the way the set is structured as well. Some of the parts might be changed, like a drum fill that's super complex before might now be a bit more simple to allow that groove for the crowd and stuff. So yeah, we were very conscious that this is a festival set and people want the festival experience.
We've put some fun tricks up our sleeve for the set as well. There's some nice little moments to get.
I hope you're ready for the ending.
Okay.
I love a little tease.
You won't believe what Embodiment's got planned for the end of their set. Click now to find out.
So, us as a podcast, we are ambassadors for the Sophie Lancaster Foundation. Are you aware of Sophie and her story?
I remember it. It was horrifying, man. It was horrifying,
Really. But so being here at Bloodstock and the foundation, they're very linked. You've got the stage, obviously you guys are playing on. The foundation are here every single year. Does it make today's performance that little bit extra special with your familiarity with Sophie's story to be able to fly that flag? To bring people to that stage.
Yeah, definitely. I remember it happening, and obviously it was awful. But one of the things I would say that's come out of it is, when Silver Linings and all that is like the fantastic work that the Sophie Foundation does, and all the awareness now more for the kind of. Because it was a bigoted act, right? It was horrible. Like, it was judged on someone's appearance, and like that shit is toxic. So more awareness, more, Do you know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah, so the thing is, like, as a band, we're very, we're very empathetic. We're very pro minority. We're very pro any kind of thing. We don't support hate or intolerance in any sort of way. So to be able to kind of bring some of our message with that to the Sophie stage and have that connection it's a good thing for us. It's important,
And bring yourself in a little bit.
Oh yeah. Oh, my job.
Yeah.
People want to see you, Sam.
Yeah, exactly. We're in a band. It's like there's nobody there.
I'm only the new guy anay. Like,
Who cares?
put me in post. It's fine.
CGI you in. So something we're asking people is like, being part of this metal family that we all are, is that something you guys have ever had to go through when you were growing up, being treated differently because of the music you listened to, the way you dressed, whatever it may be?
Yeah, definitely. Like, I grew up in a small village in Dorset, and like there were like 2 other people that listened to like rock or metal, but generally speaking, there was a lot of like, oh, when are you going to grow out of this phase? When's this all going to end? Like, or like from, older people, or from like people your own age, it'd be like, oh, so it's fucking Grebos or whatever, like I remember the very first gig I ever went to. We finished, I went to the car park, a load of chavs got out, tried to beat us up.
What the
Yeah. I was 16, and I was just like, oh, it didn't stop me going to another one though. I told my mum I fell over because I didn't want her to know. Mum, if you're listening, I still fell over.
But the key word you said there was load of.
Yeah.
So many people we've interviewed, 8 people, 20 people.
It was two cars. I remember 2 cars pulled up, and they just got out, and they were like, "Oh, you fucking goths!" And I was like, "What's going on?"
God.
And that was it. Just tried to start on us, and we had to run. And they did. I don't know, man. Like, I'm 32. I don't really think about that too much now.
Yeah.
But like, it was formulative in my sort of way of thinking that like this is we all need to stick together because
100%.
Thing is, like, a lot of saying about the groups of like 8 and 20, a lot of these acts of kind of hatred and bigotry and like coming from this place of judgment, it's motivated by cowardice and fear. A lot of the time.
100%.
They don't like things they don't understand. They don't like things that are different to them.
Yeah.
And that's why people. I mean, I've been beaten up when I was a kid as well. It's not good. It's not something that should happen. But then you see it less these days. It's not so much a thing. Which I think is
Alternative culture is starting to become way more normalized. Like, you look on like TikTok and stuff, like you look at like rappers now, and they look like this is not an insult, they look like emo kids from 2008. Like, I see like some of these trap rappers, and I'm like, you just look like a MySpace kid. Like, but it's becoming more accepted. Do you know what I mean? In that case, because it's becoming a more mainstream thing.
Absolutely. Just going back to what you're both saying, how you said, someone tried to and did commit physical violence to you guys because of the way you dress. Just out of interest, did you report it to the police or anything like that?
No, it didn't seem like it would get anything done.
No.
Is there a particular reason why you didn't think that?
I was in an unfamiliar town. I didn't know anyone there. I didn't know anything. I just wanted to go home, really. I remember my stepdad picked me up. I told him what happened, and like I say, on the way home, he was like, "We'll not tell your mother. That's what happened." So I tried to forget it really happened, But there's a distrust, like, not. I don't know. Oh God, I don't really want to touch the police subject. Too far. But there's like a bit of there's a lack of confidence. That's what I will say. There's a lack of confidence. Like, that's how you felt, right?
Yeah, well, I mean, the thing is, I was a kid and I was lucky. I wasn't really seriously beaten up or anything. Just
Yeah, I just.
It wasn't amazing. So it didn't seem like it was really, just went home, shrugged it off, carried on.
No, it's absolutely. It's just interesting to find out because the foundation recently did a survey asking people about their experiences and I think it was 87% of people said they didn't bother reporting because they didn't think they'd be taken seriously.
So shocking in this country. From what I understand, sexual assaults, only like 2% get prosecuted for sexual assaults or something like that. It's absolutely disgusting. It
really is.
Yeah, but don't start me on politics. Okay. Otherwise, you'll be here. You'll be here for hours.
We won't say the T word. No.
Oh, I will. There'll be an F and 2 T's. So get away with that one.
And I'm right behind you.
So just quickly going back to that, like, I don't know if you've noticed while you've been here, there's a lot of kids at Bloodstock. There's a lot of families. There's babies here. It's been great. I saw a mum holding a baby watching with Sugar last night. I was like, that is amazing. But those kids out there are hopefully one day going to become like we were, going to gigs with their friends, coming here with their friends, and hopefully one day, like you guys, playing the stages at places like this. What is maybe a piece of advice you could give them, or something you think the foundation could offer them as they grow up if they were to get treated like that? What is something maybe we could do to support the next generation coming up?
That community space is really important, you know, for getting out there and talking about it with other people. Because like I say, if it happens, you know, ultimately nothing can go back and stop that experience from happening. But what's important is the follow-up from that. You know, do you have people you can talk to? Do you feel supported? Can you talk about it and process that? Because obviously, like, a lot of trauma is just unprocessed information about a thing that happened to you. So, like, having someone that you can openly... And, of course, not everyone's going to understand that experience. Whereas, like you're saying about the Sophie Lancaster Foundation, if you speak to people from that, they've had that experience. They know it can be hard. Sometimes people are like, I don't get it. What they shouted at you because you had long hair. I don't understand. And I have to be like, yeah, you know, it's just sometimes that community space is super important.
I think the thing is as well. I think a similar experience for both of us as kids is we were part of a small group of people that liked alternative culture and liked alternative music. So when you've only got 3 or 4 friends that way, you know, it's difficult to understand yourself as part of the larger metal community and understand that these people are out there, you know. So it helps us find our people. That's the thing, you know.
Absolutely. So bringing it back to you guys, you mentioned this weekend, your 10-year anniversary. There's been no new music for you since 2020.
No.
What's happening? Is there new stuff on the way?
So, we released the album, and unlike most people seem to go quite hard into a writing mode, because we released the album, we were focused on the release cycle of the album during the pandemic, and obviously I had to get a little creative about how we're going to promote it, because it was like, right, we'll go out and play gigs. Oh, no, we won't.
No, we're not.
So I had to get a little creative on like how I promoted the album and everything, and basically that led to a bit of a writing deficit at that point. But Finn started writing some demos. We've got like a healthy chunk of demos. Unfortunately, Kieran left the band last year, our bass player, and at that point we were a little unsure like how we were going to proceed. Were we going to get another bass player? Were we going to get another guitarist? Or you know, how were we going to do it basically? When Sam joined the band, Sam used to be in a band called Ascaris, where he used to do guitar. He used to be the front man doing guitar and vocals. So I was like, this adds a bit of a new dynamic that we hadn't thought about before. Now we have a second vocalist. You know, we could do things that I had not thought about. So we've been like refining off those demos with the new things that Sam will bring to the table. Expect something by the end of the year, though.
Did you say Ascaris?
Yeah.
I know Alex Macavecchio.
Oh, no way.
Yeah, well, chat about in a minute. Hi, Alex. You've got a tour coming up in September. Excited?
Yeah, man. Yeah, 100%. Like, we were always so concerned about going out and playing headline shows outside of Bristol because like we were a little worried, you know, like no one will be there, no one will care. I'd had like a bad experience with a promoter quite early on where they were like not very good to work with, basically.
Okay.
And all the shows we've done since post-pandemic, headlining shows, they've all been awesome. Like, really well attended, good merch sales, and I don't know, we find ourselves a little shell-shocked, like, particularly over this weekend, right? Like, oh, we're in a band that people, like, enjoy and care about, and we have more fans than just your mates who come to the gig now. Like, people I don't even know are coming up and like, oh, it's so nice to meet you. I'm like, who the hell are you? And they're like, a fan. And I'm like, oh, right, that's...
Holy shit!
It's been a pretty recurring theme that we'll talk to people and they'll say, oh, you're in a band, oh, we're playing on the Sophie stage. You go, oh, hang on, I've heard of you guys. Like, we've been realising this weekend we seem to have a higher profile than we thought we did.
That's amazing,
Which
though.
is a good place to be.
Yeah,
Good place to be.
and very humble about it as well.
It's always better to be more famous than you think you are than the other way around.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Yeah, we've seen that a few times.
Yeah, I'm not.
Well, guys, thank you so much for signing chat to us today. We massively appreciate it. Absolutely smash it later on. We look forward to seeing you later on. All right?
Thank you, man.
Thank you so much.
Have a good one.
Appreciate you too. Thank you so much, man.
Thanks so much, guys.
Is this a strange mating ritual or just grindcore?